everybody, and welcome back to the Wilderness Survival School, where we talk everything wilderness survival and preparedness. I'm your host, PJ Bushcraft. We are on the final episode of The Bunker. I told you it was going to be a short series. I just wanted to point out some of the main stuff that needs to go on within your bunker. That really needs to be there, okay? And the gas mask that we talked about that really should be in your bags to where you needed to get to your bunker if you had a makeshift bunker. And one of the things that I talked about last video, and I was going to instruct you how to do today, is a DIY gas mask. So I've noticed that there's a lot of people, like I said, overselling these masks and the real ones. And like I said, we talked about these. Get them, they're worth every single penny, but maybe that's not in your spectrum. So today we're going to discuss the DIY gas mask and a few other topics. This is the one that I've made. First off, you're going to need to buy 2 Easy Flow 3M N95 masks. Now they come with a circle or they have the square. I got the squares and I thought they're fine. I had a little bit of issue when I had to use the hot glue gun, and we're going to get into that. First thing you're going to need to do, get your active carbon. You can buy it like this if you'd like. You can buy it in a more condensed powder form. If you do get it like this, you are going to need to push it down and push it into a paste. Second of all, you're going to need to put it into a bowl. Once you do that, you're going to add a little bit of water and wait till it turns into a paste-like substance. Now you have that mixture ready to go. Next thing you're going to do is cut a hole in the first mask, okay? Once you do that, you have one mask with the respirator, the other one with a hole, okay? Take the one with the hole and set it aside. Take the one with the respirator, and then on the inside, avoiding the center, you're going to place active carbon, your paste that you've pre-made. Coat the entire thing all the way to the top, okay? That's the best way to do it. Be sure that it's nice and thick. Take your other mask, now that has the hole in it, and you've taken off the straps and the nose piece. You're going to push that down and then hot glue gun it on the inside around here, okay? Now that's going to seal it up. Now you're breathing through the active carbon, and then seal up all thing else. I use Gorilla Tape. You might find that some other stuff might not work for you. Certain tapes, I found Gorilla Tape worked really good and it's super strong, so I know this is going to last. And I know now that if I'm going to make these for people, I know an exact formula to do it. And that's what you're going to do. You need to get this stuff. It's super cheap. Buy it, make your own. Now you have something that doesn't just defend from dust particles like these standards mask would. Now this will defend you from chemicals and poisons. Now you have yourself a real gas mask. Like I said, that was reminiscent of the British forces, and you can read about that in the same way that I learned about how to make these in The Lost Ways, which I really advocate people to pick up for yourself, for your family, for your bunker. Okay? You might not want to lug this around the woods in your go pack, but if you do, you'd have an awesome read. There's so much valuable information within this book. I can't recommend this enough to anybody that is in the preparedness or the bushcraft community, and this kind of meets them in the middle with a lot of historical evidence, and I really like it a lot. Another good book that I would advocate you to pick up is When the Grid Goes Down. And we'll be showing some videos later on this week that are really going to show you the water catchment systems that we have here, how to develop the farm, how to really utilize water even in a gravity-fed situation to water your plants, how to catch that rain, how to have water on hand if you need it. You might not need to be in a bunker, but in a grid-down situation, if you don't have clean water relative to you, you need to make preparations, and if the grid goes down, this very small, very simple book by Tony Nestor, who is also a survival instructor, awesome read. And of course, I gotta say this, and I said it before, in your pantry, in your location, these should be when you get stuff back on the road. This even talks about how to rebuild a civilization, how to set up mini governments, how to give people jobs and things to do if stuff goes down. You're going to need to be the doctor, okay? This will alleviate that for you. You will be the doctor, or at least be able to appoint someone to study this religiously and be able to help the entire community if it ever came to that. If anything, this right here for you and your family is a life-saving book, and I recommend anybody get it. You don't need a huge pantry. Most of my stuff is wild edible books, some bushcraft stuff, gardening stuff, survival skills. I mean, that's stuff that you're just going to need anyway. And also, what you're going to need in your bunker is emergency food rations. Now, you can have stored up canned food, you can have all that stuff, that's great. All right, there's nothing wrong with that. You can even DIY with Mylar bags and have a shelf life for over 25 years. That's cool. Some people aren't in that predicament, especially nowadays. And getting something like this for the price point, these are 2,400 calorie bars. One of these, okay, costs $5 at Walmart. It's from United Survival Technologies, I believe it is, or Ultimate Survival Technologies. And these, I even found that online, were the best priced. And I watched the price jump in a week from $4.95 to $16 for one of these. And that's sad. And I bought this whole thing for $20. There are other people buying it there too. This is life-saving. Like I said, this right here, thrown in your go bag, is food for 3 days for one person, or a day and a half for two. But this right here is 12 days of food for $20. Okay? You can't beat that. Stash of this at your shelter could mean the difference between life and death, especially while you're, utilizing a trap line or doing a lot of things that you could be, securing that protein that you need, whether a grid up or a grid down. See, your bunker is your home. My bunker is my home. Some people don't have the luxury of having a real underground bunker, but there are ways to keep you and your family safe, secure. And if there is no internet, there is no things, the proper literature. And one thing I wanted to talk about finally, as in conjunction with these masks, are these suits. And I'm going to put one up here. And I saw this exact suit that I have behind me that I paid this much for, okay? And they're charging over $100 for this same suit. And that is wrong, okay? You could utilize trash bags if you had duct tape to cover your skin as long as they were a thick enough mill to get to where you need to be, and then disregard them because they will be contaminated. A suit like this is designed for chemicals to protect your skin, and they're not much money. These are the DuPont High Chemical 2000 suits. I think I paid like $16, $17 for each one of these. One for my wife and one for me. So there are alternatives. Don't let people take advantage of you in this community. Do your research. Find this stuff. If you see these very extravagant YouTube channels where these guys have all this expensive stuff and they're just doing individual videos for you, they 9 chances out of 10 are getting a kickback for that stuff. I'm not getting a kickback, and if I do a review, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to be transparent, and I'm going to show you a variety of things that you need to be able to get, because maybe not everyone's pocketbook, but maybe not everyone's situation, whether you're ultralight, whether you're not, whether you're in a bunker, in your home, whether you want to DIY or spend the money. I just wanted to share that stuff with you. I know this is on the short end of the spectrum, but this has been a cool little series, and I'm glad I got the chance to cover it. There is just so many people taking advantage of people. Don't let that happen to you. Do your research, and you can come back here. You can, if you have any questions, you can email me at thewildernesssurvivalschool@protonmail.com. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to be cranking out 3 or 4 videos a week. And I'm truly thankful for your views and your comments. Stick with me and help the channel grow. It'll help my students grow and get everything that we need to go. Information on classes, also email at thewildernesssurvivalschool@protonmail.com. We're going to be doing individual classes, group classes, on-site classes at the school. And I'm just so excited for that. We're also going to be doing certifications. You will be basic, advanced, or instructor certified through the state of Georgia here at So you will be a licensed and certified through the Wilderness Survival School. So I think that'd be a pretty cool thing to have. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time outside the bunker.